Hello friends, in this lecture I am going to discuss virtual cluster and resources management in cloud computing. Introduction. Actually, physical cluster is a collection of servers interconnected by a physical network. That means to do some task we can combine some servers, and these servers will do that work collectively. But virtual cluster is something different. Virtual cluster actually can be created with the help of virtual machines that are implemented on physical system. That means virtual cluster have VMs that are interconnected logically by virtual network. Critical design issues of virtual clusters are live migration of virtual machine, memory and file migration, dynamic deployment of virtual clusters. So these are the critical issues that are related to virtual clusters. When a traditional virtual machine is initialized, the administrator needs to manually write configuration information or specify some configuration resources. An efficient configuration always cause problem with overloading or underutilization. That means inefficient configuration always creates some problem. That means maybe the problem of overloading or underutilization. That means we need the efficient configuration algorithm or efficient configuration mechanism that overcome that problems. Amazon EC2 permits customer to create VM and manage user account over time of their use. Most virtualization platforms, including Zen Server and VMware ESX Server, support a bridge mode that allow all domain to appear on network as individual hosts, and using this mode VM can communicate with one another freely through the virtual network interface card and configuration the network automatically. That means bridging mode actually provides the communication between the hosts that are installed, or that means you can say that are running on VMs. Physical versus virtual clusters. Virtual clusters are built with VMs installed at distributed server from one or more physical clusters. That means without physical clusters, virtual clusters are not possible. The VM is a virtual cluster are connected logically by a virtual network across several physical networks. We have already discussed this. In this figure, we can see here there are three physical clusters: cluster 1, physical cluster 1, physical cluster 2, and physical cluster 3. And we can say if physical cluster 1 we are looking here, the blue color with a sky color, it is all the computers or hosts that are connected. That is the physical cluster 1. In this physical cluster 2, there are some computers are connected. In the physical cluster 3, there are some computers are connected. Using that computer, we are creating physical clusters. In the place of physical cluster, we are creating virtual clusters. That means we are taking 4 hosts from physical cluster 1, 4 from 2, 4 from 3, and we have created virtual cluster 1. And in the second virtual cluster 2, we are only using the host computers of three physical cluster 3 computers are only we are using in the cluster 3 virtual cluster 3. Only physical cluster 1 is used. That means we are using the 6 computers of physical cluster 1. In the virtual cluster 4 we are using the 6 computers of physical cluster 2. In this way we can create virtual clusters over physical clusters. Properties of VMs in virtual cluster, that means the VM that can be used in or that are ready to use for virtual clusters, because without VM virtual clusters are not possible. Virtual clusters node can be either physical or virtual machines. The purpose of using VM is consolidated multiple functionalities on the same server. That means we can install various systems on a single server using VMs that provides the multiple functionalities. A VM run with a guest OS, which is often different from host OS. We have already discussed what is guest OS and what is host OS. That manage the resources in the physical machine where VM is implemented. That means some responsibilities are related to guest OS and some responsibility is related to host OS, and some responsibilities are assigned to hypervisor also, that is used only that is used to create virtualization. VM can be clonalized, that means we can replicate in multiple servers for the purpose of promoting distributed parallelism, fault tolerance and disaster recovery. That means a single system can be replicated in the form of multiple servers, and this will create the parallelism concept. That means single task can be executed parallelly. Suppose a single task having 4 modules, and 4 modules can be parallelly executed, and the output will be fast. The size of virtual cluster can grow or shrink dynamically. uh, the failure of any physical node may disable some VM installed on falling nodes. That means suppose that any physical node is failed or down, then the VM installed at that physical machine or physical node will be automatically failed. But suppose that VM is failed, then there is no problem with physical node will running as usual it was running in past. It is necessary to effectively manage VM running on mass of physical computing nodes and consequently build a high performance virtualized computing environment. That means that is the requirement. That is the requirement. Effective management should be there to get high performance. It involves virtual cluster deployment, monitoring, management, and over large scale. These are the sub parts of effective management actually. Resource scheduling, load balancing, server consolidation, fault tolerance, and other techniques that can be used to get high performance. Virtual clusters, cluster based on application partitioning or customization. The different colors in the figure, uh, that is the figure. In this figure we have colored VM1 with yellow, and different colors are used to denote the different VMs according to application. We will discuss. The different colors in figure represents a node in different virtual cluster. As the large number of VM image might be present, the most important thing is to determine how to store those images in system effectively. These are common installation for most user or applications such as operating system or user level programming libraries. These software packages can be pre-installed as templates, and using that template uh, we can get the functionalities after the deployment. That means we are combining operating system and required libraries in a single template, and that template can be used in a VM. New OS instance can be copied from template VM. User specific components such as programming libraries and applications can be installed to those instances. That means suppose we have created a template, then various copies of template can be created, and all the template provide the facility of pre-installed libraries, softwares, and operating system. These are physical machines are also called host machine, and VMs are guest. The host and guest system may run with different operating system. Each VM can be installed on remote server or replicated on multiple servers belonging to the same of different physical clusters. That means whether it is belonging to same physical cluster or different physical cluster. The boundary of a virtual cluster can change. A VM node are added, removed, or migrated dynamically. That means boundary of virtual clusters depends on the nodes. Whether node is added, then boundary will be changed. Whether it is dynamically migrated, then boundary will be changed. That is the figure we can see here. Virtual cluster node for application A. For the application A, we have selected the VM1 from first machine, VM2 from second machine, third machine. In this way, VM1 is, I have selected VM1 from all the machine to execute the application A. And for B, we have selected VM2 from all the machine. In this way, we can create the clusters according to application. Suppose application A have a large task, then we can get output efficiently if we are creating the virtual clusters. Fast deployment and effective scheduling. Fast deployment and effective scheduling. Fast deployment. The deployment means actually to construct and distribute software stack to physical node inside cluster as fast as possible, to quickly switch runtime environment from one user virtual machine to another virtual machine. That is the actually meaning of fast deployment. If one user finishes using his system, the corresponding virtual cluster should shut down or suspend quickly to save the resources to run other VMs for other users. That means suppose one user have finished the work, then system should be available to other. That means if it is shut down, then resource will be utilized. Effective scheduling. The concept of green computing actually has attracted much attention recently. Recently, we got the concept of green computing. Green computing means we are not concentrating on the directly related to component. We should also uh, see the impact of your component on the environment. That means we have to see environment also. We have to think about environment also. However, previous approach have focused on saying energy cost of component the single workstation without global vision. That means the vision is not global. That means we are concentrating on the energy cost of components. We have to save energy. The live migration of VM allows workload of one node to transfer to another node. That is the task of live migration. However, it does not guarantee that VM can randomly migrate among themselves. The potential overhead caused by live migration of VM cannot be ignored actually, because overhead cause the problem. Overhead may cause serious negative effect on the cluster utilization, throughput, or quality. of services issues. Therefore, the challenge is to be determine how to design migration strategy to implement green computing without influencing the performance of cluster. That means we have to consider green computing. Another advantage of virtualization is load balancing of the application. Actually, load balancing is very important task. Suppose that uh, four VMs or four guest OS are running in a single cluster, and one is getting overloaded and one is free. That is not good strategy. We have to load balance. That means all the system must be balanced. Load balancing can be achieved using load index, frequency of user login. The automatic scale up and scale down mechanism of virtual cluster can be implemented based on this model. That means automatic scaling will be up or down. We can increase resource utilization of the node and shorten the response time of system. Mapping VM onto most appropriate physical node should promote performance. Dynamically adjusting loads among nodes by live migration of VM is desired when load on cluster nodes become quite unbalanced. That means live migration is important, it's fine, because through the live migration we also can adjust the load. High performance virtual storage. A template is a disk image that includes the pre-installed operating system with or without certain application software. We have already discussed what is template. A template VM can be distributed to several physical hosts in cluster to customize the VM. That means I have already discussed VM. Multiple copies of VM can be created, or copies of template can be distributed on the several physical hosts. In addition, existing software package reduce the time of customization. It is important to efficiently manage the disk space occupied by template software package. Actually, the storage of storage plays a very important role, because if it is managed in good manner, suppose that we have a book, it is indexed already, then we can get the content easily. But if it is not indexed, then we have to search out all the pages for the required content. In the same scenario, the space should be managed. Some storage architecture design can be applied to reduce duplicate blocks in distributed file system of virtual cluster. Hash values can be used to compare content of data blocks. There are four steps to deploy a group of VM onto target cluster. First is preparing the disk image. Preparing the disk image, that means whether operating system or other library softwares are needed, then all those we have to combine, and we have to prepare disk image. Configuring the VM, we have to configure, that means what is the name, and how much RAM is required, how much other resources are required. We have to mention all these things in the configuration of VM. Choosing the destination node where we have to deploy it, we have to choose. Executing the VM deployment command on every host where we have to deploy, we have to execute the command. User choose a proper template according to their requirement. That means what template is required, we have to, or user have to decide. Template could implement copy of write format. A new copy of write backup file is very small and easy to create and transfer, therefore it is definitely reduced disk. In addition, VM deployment time is much more shorter than that of copying the whole raw image. Suppose that we are deploying VM, then it is easy, but suppose that we are copying all the things, then one by one it will take more time. In the next lecture, we will discuss live migration, how uh, VMs are live migrated from one machine to another machine. Thank you.